Ladies and gentlemen, the father of Bremen football passed away earlier this week on September 3rd, 6 weeks after his 100th birthday. Tonight, we wish to remember and honor a true Bremen hero, Coach Don Bungie. Coach Bungie was more than a coach. He was a teacher, mentor, and dear friend to many. He was a dedicated community member and an integral part of Bremen for over 6 decades. Bungie's coaching record speaks volumes, with an impressive 160 wins, 106 losses, and 10 ties. He guided Bremen to victory, securing conference titles, leaving an indelible mark on the football legacy of the Lions. His accolades include NLC Coach of the Year in 1970 and Indiana Football Coaches Association District 1 Coach of the Year in 1980, ultimately earning a spot in the IFCA Hall of Fame. In honor of Coach Don Bungie's incredible contribution to Bremen and its surrounding community, let's observe a moment of silence as we pay tribute to this beloved figure who forever holds a special place in our hearts. And now, will you please stand, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats, as the Spirit of Triton Marching Band will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, Spirit of Triton Marching Band. On behalf of the Triton community, the entire staff, and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Bremen as our guest at tonight's contest. Triton Junior Senior High School and Bremen are playing this event through an agreement entered into by both schools. As members of the IHSAA, both schools have agreed to abide by the bylaws of the IHSAA to ensure the highest possible standards of conduct during this event today.
All right, welcome everyone here to the Trojan Thunder. Here tonight is Triton and Bremen. Get ready for the battle of 331. As I'm Andy O'Hara, alongside me here tonight is Jeremiah Farrell, Kenny Barnhart, Caden Hummich in the Hall of Famer, Ryan Limmer here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. Bremen comes in, both teams standing at 2-1. And Triton getting their first conference win last week against Caston, and Bremen with a win against South Central. They opened up the season against LaVille. Jeremiah, this team's going to come out hit hard. There's a lot of speed. There's a lot of playmakers on this team. This is a team that has that home run threat at any point in time. Triton's got to be on their toes.
Oh, at all times. You know, I always look at Bremen identical as LaVille. The only difference is the schemes that they run.
And you look at last season, things were a little bit different up at Bremen. Triton got one up there for first time,
10 years?
First time in a long time. And, you know, you had Anthony Shue running the ball. You had Cole Shrive. Tonight's going to look a little bit different. Triton's missing some players with injuries, but, you know, this is a group. This is now who's going to be that guy to step up? Who's going to be that guy to go to that next level to be able to step up and do their job? I think there's a lot of guys here tonight who are very capable of doing that.
Yeah, you know, I was looking around. I was like, the injury bug's gotten Triton so bad it's even affected the coach because Whitaker's got that little thing on his wrist.
Yeah, you know, and you look at this team, but like I said, injuries, but still, whether you're hurt or not, your voice isn't heard. You can be talking on the sidelines, and with a couple players that are injured. Those guys, believe me, are talking down there to those guys when they come off the field and being an encouraging voice on that sideline.
Yeah, even if your quote-unquote star players are out, you still got to go out there and compete. And just like we were talking about Casson last week, that never give up mentality no matter what the scoreboard is saying.
And we'll see how they tighten things up here tonight. Back to return will be Hensley, Workman, and Overmeyer, the back three. As they get ready to send it away as Tyrus Graverson gets ready to send it away. A little windy tonight. It's starting to cool off, so now that Friday night football is here now. Now I'm comfortable. We're good.
Hard to believe 2 weeks. We're sweating.
Last week I wore shorts,
almost
and now we're
pretty much got a jacket.
I was just about to say that. You're in Indiana when just 2 weeks ago you want to strip down naked, but this week you need to bundle up.
Absolutely. So here we go. Yep, kill the music.
Tyrus has a strong leg, too.
He does. He's a guy who can kick it from anywhere. And he sends a nice kick down. And Hensley's going to take it inside or at the 5-yard line. He'll take off. Hensley's got some room. He'll try to go up and right up the middle. As the tackle made by Carson Anderson. And making his varsity debut, Gage Riffle at the quarterback spot. Starting tonight, Vinny Prater in the fullback position with Overmeyer as the tailback. Ben McFarland in the wing position as Workman and Whit Hoyle, the two wide receivers, split to either side. Javen May out there in the tight end spot with Pierce Brookins in the middle. The two bookends and Kendrick Jones and Brady Shue and Esai Limler and Colt Reynolds manning the guard spots here tonight. As Riffle goes under center. 1st and 10 from his own 21. Goes right up, and Vinny Prater with a nice carry on first down. Strong run, got to cover that ball. Bremen's trying to rip it away, and he's still pushing the pile. Vinny Prater still on his feet and drives it for a big, strong statement right out of the gate.
Man, I
think right up the gut.
I think he had the whole team on his back right there, literally.
Hey, I talked to Vinny.
Shoe came off.
I talked to Vinny the other night at the volleyball game. This is a guy who's fired up and he was ready to go for tonight. As Stetzel now will come onto the field. The starter's out there for the Bremen. Well, I'll go get him here in a second. So it's 1st down and 10. Triton moves the chains on a 13-yard rush by Prater. Now from his own 34, Riffle takes the snap. Goes up to Overmeyer and maybe got a yard on the play. Starters out there for the Bremen Lion defense. In the two tackle spots, you have Pierceton Loge and Luis Garcia. Anakin Kaufman and Graham Waddle, the two ends, with Austin Young, Will Stiles, Hunter Cannon in the linebacker positions. The two safeties in Graverson and Green, and then the two cornerbacks in Parrish and Flora will split out wide.
The two interior D linemen for Bremen, they come off that ball fast, and they got quick hands.
Oh, and when you look at the group that can tackle, that front line really opens things up for those linebackers, but the guys out back, there's a lot of speed in that defensive backfield. Prater, short gain on the carry. It'll be trying to face their first 3rd down of the game.
Be about 3rd and 4?
About 3rd and 5. Got 3 on the play. There you go, 3rd and 4.
There you go.
Good job, Jeremiah. He's on point today. He went to school today, so he's on point. Whit Hoyle split out here to the left side. Oh, and a false start as Triton crossed over the line. And Shue knew it. So Brady Shue.
That's the worst feeling as a lineman. Everyone's stationary, then you just see you're the only one up and at it. You're like, oh.
I noticed seem like they're snapping the ball a little quicker tonight than kind of a normal with Shively, and that might just help maybe get Bremen or get ahead of jump on Bremen.
And that'll be something to keep an eye on is that interchange. But like I said, Gage Riffle, a very good athlete, great leader, coming into his own as a sophomore. A lot of sophomores out there on the field tonight for Triton. Riffle takes the snap, goes outside, Overmeyer, and Overmeyer gets stopped in the backfield on the tackle by Jack Wildauer.
Yeah, Jack Wildauer came in.
I'm sorry, that was not Wildauer. That was Graverson.
Oh, it did look like an 8, though, at first on the jersey. But, yeah, either way, he came in flying, read that play right away. Amazing tackle right there.
So Pierce Brookins the snap. Javen May back to kick.
Reese Green.
And Reese Green, this kid, you want to see some speed, some straight line, take off and go. Reese Green is a very fast ball player. May gets it, sends a line drive kick, Triton trying to cover over Meyer's head, and they'll let it roll, and it'll fall inside the Bremen 35, so about the 34, 33-yard line. is where the Bremen starters go out. Silas Leydig in the quarterback position for them with Austin Young and Will Stiles in the backfield with Tyrus Graverson and Reese Green, the two wide receivers, with Noah Wildauer in the tight ends position. Brady Weldy and Luis Garcia, the left tackle, and Weldy, the left guard, and Garcia, the center, and Anakin Kaufman, the right guard, Sawyer Brooks, and the right tackle, Logan Fredrickson. So 1st and 10. The lady goes back in the shotgun. This is a team, like I said, Jeremiah, they are very impressive throwing the ball. Gets a push. Young's got it, and he gets a nice carry on 1st down. The tackle made by Colton Reynolds.
Yeah, after watching film on Bremen this week, they got a dynamic duo with Silas and Tyrus right there. Just whenever he sees one-on-one coverage with his receiver, he just lofts it up there, and he has the athletic ability to go up there and make those catches.
Cody Zarnecki in the fullback position. Lady takes the snap. He'll go back. Trying to find, but Triton does a good job underneath. That's Jaden Overmeyer at the bottom of that pile with a nice big tackle there. As Austin Young gets a short gain there. 3rd down coming up. The starters out there for Triton's defense. The 2 end spots in Eastside, Limler and Javen May. The 2 tackles, and Tucker, the freight train Worsham, next to Alex Brown. Connor Stetzel, Colton Reynolds, Jaden Overmeyer, and Cohen Hensley, the linebacking crew, with Gage Riffle, Tanner Whithoyle split out a corner, and Dante Workman, the safety up top. Lady's got both backs on either side of his hip. Out of the shotgun, he takes the snap, looks quickly to the left, and he has Green, and Green's got the 1st down, and he'll go forward. And I think a face mask penalty coming here on Triton.
Just a quick little, looked like about a 6-yard curl route, caught the ball, and just accidentally got the face mask grabbed, an extra 15 yards for Bremen.
Like I said, watch that quick hit, and these guys can hit those quick hitters. Just watch how fast they're green. The nice route, but Leydig was right there. The timing was on point with those two.
And he saw how far back the DB was on his receiver and knew that route was going to be right there as soon as it came out.
Ball is placed at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10, Bremen.
Leydig goes back to work. Solo back in the backfield on his left hip. He'll work out of the shotgun. Leydig goes back to throw quickly across the middle. He has Green, but through his hands and then through the hands of Riffle. That ball will fall incomplete.
Thought I was about to see a repeat last night with Kadarius Toney. Just through the hands of Green. Good play, good route.
Just right through the hands. Through both players. So the quick passing game really opening things up for Bremen. So that's something they can really go back to. Triton's got to be ready for those. Since Green, like I said, he runs a great route, and he is a very good athlete.
Yeah, can't get too comfortable with Bremen on the pass because eventually they'll come down the throat.
Outside Young, he's got this edge. Big block by Green.
Connor Stetzel, even though getting blocked from the side, still somehow managed to trip him up just enough so Triton could come in and make the play.
Connor's one of those, he's a hungry tackler. If he can get in there and get a good hand in there, he's a tough player.
Almost reminds me of a little Braden Cunningham out there.
Yeah, he does. Very strong young man down there, Mr. Connor Stetzel. Reynolds talking to his defense out of that quarterback spot on the defense. And that linebacking core. Leydig back out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure over Meyer. They're going to run a screen play to the left side, and Zarnecki's got it. He's going to go to the left side. Zarnecki has a 1st down for Bremen. That screen really opened things up.
Yeah, good play by Bremen. I wasn't even expecting the screen. But if you look right there, they could have got called for illegal men downfield. They had boys 5 yards down the field before the ball was thrown. Just something you got to look out for next time you call that play.
That's enough for a Bremen 1st down. Ball's placed at the 36-yard line.
So 1st down and 10 from the Triton 36 now for Leydig as he goes back to work. 2 wide receivers split out here to the right. Sends Young in motion. He'll go back to throw. Green's running the under route. He had open for a minute, but here comes the pressure. He throws it away, and Green knocked out of bounds. Tipped. Couldn't quite corral that one. So 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Trying with amazing defensive coverage right there. Couldn't see anything downfield. Rolled out and threw it. Just couldn't come up with it.
So both teams with a couple of 1st downs converted here today. 3 on this drive for Bremen. High snap. Young's got it. He'll try to weed his way through the defense, and the Triton defense gets down in there underneath the pile.
That front seven for Triton is playing really, really well so far this drive.
Looked like Eastside Limler was down there on the pile with him.
Just looked like a basic halfback draw up the middle, had the guard pull. Just that Triton D line just didn't let them move him at all.
Lady goes back to work. One wide receiver split to either side of him. Zarnecki in the wing spot. And the Bremen offense got trying to jump off sides.
Got to hold your water. You got to know it's third down, and especially as a D lineman or a linebacker that's up on the line blitzing, you got to hold your water right there.
So right here, Triton just needs to dig deep. We'll see what they can draw. That was a good hard count by Ladig.
Never believe the quarterback, believe the ball.
It's Triton's third penalty for 15 yards here in this ball game. Excuse me, fourth penalty for 13.
Watch out for the curl route on the left side.
I was right, third penalty. Graverson's got it, and he'll try to spin around, and he'll have another first down through the air as the Lions continue to drive here.
Same play as the last third down, just the other side, you know. Realize the DBs are 8 yards off the ball. 6-yard curl route. It's going to be there every day of the week. Biggest thing as a defense playing Bremen, you got to understand where you're at in the situation on the field.
Gain of 12 on that last play. First down and 10 now from the Triton 19. Ladig pitches it outside to Young. Young trying to catch back in. He has a nice lane. Young taking off. Young on his feet and close to a first down. On the nice run, looks about 9 yards there on the carry.
Looked like he almost had daylight on the outside.
Maybe 8.
Good hard run by Young there.
Oh, absolutely.
I like that play.
Gain of 8 on the play. So second down and 2.
Zarnecki's not your typical fullback either, is he?
No, but this kid is very strong, very fast. He gets it right up the middle, and he'll try to bull his way through and trying to pull him down, but it's going to be, looks like a first down for Bremen.
First and goal.
It looks good from over there. They're going to say third down. They're going to say he's just short.
If you're trying third and basically the sticks are together, you got to pile up that middle just a little bit in case for that QB sneak.
So they break the huddle. Ladig goes back up under center now. I formation in the backfield. One wide receiver split to either side. Ladig takes the snap. He's going to look right for Graverson. 50-50 ball, and it goes through the back of the end zone as a tip by Tanner Whithoyo. Good defense by him.
Corner fade to the right side. Like you said, 50-50 ball. Incomplete.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on fourth and short from the Triton 10. They're trying the hard count. He's going to try the quarterback keeper, and the pile's going to get pushed, and he'll have a first down. They're still pushing it.
Looking like the Eagles from last year with that play.
QB sneak for Ladig. It's good for a Bremen first down. Ball's brought up to the 6-yard line.
It's up to the 6, 4-yard carry on that play. Bremen 5 first downs on this drive. 3 of 4 on third down.
This is just a nice drive by Bremen. You know, nothing too fancy, nothing exactly going detrimentally wrong. Just a nice drive by Bremen.
Ladig now. Under center. Triton had time to get back over there, but they're going to get encroachment on the defense. So that'll move them closer to the goal line, be Triton's 4th penalty.
Alex Brown.
Offsides on the Trojans.
So Bremen knocking on the door.
Brought up to the 3-yard line. First.
Well, things are going good down south.
Yep.
Oh, they sure are.
I sure hope. Ladig now goes back in the I formation. Zarnecki behind him. Going to send Graverson in motion. Going to go outside to Young. Young going to cut back in, and a good tackle in the open field by the torpedo, Colton Reynolds. Got in there and kept him from punching it in.
Fake dive up the middle to a toss outside. I mean, and you just don't see that a lot in high school. Really, the only team you'll see that against is Bremen. So it is a hard play to defend.
I think the torpedo is going to stick for Reynolds. He just shows up out of nowhere, just stealthy and gets to you.
You don't know it's coming until it's already there.
dry throat tonight. So back to the I formation. Triton crowding the line. Lady's going to roll left, going to try to drop it underneath, and Zarnecki's got it for a touchdown.
I thought he was going to hit Green on the outside to the sideline, and then he hit Zarnecki. Came out from the middle. Nice little out route on the goal line.
Caden, they had Caden full. Got him in time, though.
Overmeyer saw that just a second too late.
It looked like he did have a backup there to the left.
Lady, he's quick enough, too. He could have ran it in if he needed to. So now the kick will be Graverson. Leydig to hold. Styles the snap. Holds good, and that one splits the uprights. And Bremen starts off with an opening drive touchdown. So Triton, on that drive, time of possession, they move the ball 53 yards down the field for a 7-minute and 5-second drive. If you're Coach Leeper, you really like that drive there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't like 7 minutes taken off the clock and you end up with 7 on the scoreboard? I mean, that's all the offensive coordinator can dream of right there. But if you're trying right here, it's a one-scored play, one-scored drive. You got a first down on the first drive, so obviously your running game can be effective. You just got to go out there and compete.
Yeah, that's right now, and exactly. And this group here, they know that they play tough defense against LaVille. Yeah, you're missing a couple key starters, and that's going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. Football, it's a long season. Bumps and bruises are going to happen. You're not going to be always completely healthy, but right now you got healthy guys out there that are capable of making plays. They made those plays. He's got to dig deep and remember what got you here.
I mean, all that work in the summer that you put in, all the practices you're dreading to go to because it's 95 degrees outside, that's the reason you do what you do in the summer. For reasons like this, for when you play your big brother in a game, you can go out there and compete with them and
then
crawl and scratch for a win.
So Workman lets it go out the back of the end zone. They'll start from their own 20. So we'll see that offense. They got a first down on their opening carry, but then couldn't quite get that. Penalties moved them back. Right here, just want to play disciplined football. Move the ball, just move the chains. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just move the chains, take your time, work together.
And if you're Gage, sophomore quarterback backing up the injured starter, you can't go at 100 miles per hour all the time, especially as a quarterback. You got to sometimes sit back, take a deep breath, and relax.
Just trust these guys that are out there with you. Riffle goes under center. Goes right up to Vinny Prater, and a good carry by Prater. Gets a nice gain on first down. The Italian Stallion getting some nice runs here in the early goings this first quarter.
And that's all you need if you're Triton, 5 yards a pop every single play. And then eventually you're going to find yourself in the end zone tied up with Bremen.
So Woodhoyo will split out wide. Brookins settles in. Split backs in the backfield. Going outside Overmeyer. Doesn't have any blockers, and it's going to be read extremely well.
No blockers.
By the Bremen defense as Will Stiles led the charge.
Yeah, just nothing Overmeyer could do right there. He got the ball, and there was 2 Bremen defenders right there and Overmeyer had no blockers in front of him. Just nothing he could have done right there.
So 3rd down and 6. Riffle goes back to throw, has Workman cutting across to the pass too low, bounces up off the grass. And that'll be 4th down, and the punt team heading their way out. So 3 and out for Triton on their second drive.
I mean, good play call right there. Slant right through the middle, just a little underthrown. Next play mentality, though, when you come back out there on offense.
I'll try to put it. Losing stuff already. Meyer Javen May kicks that one away. Reese Green takes inside his own 40. Overmeyer trying to get there. Green reverses his field. Couldn't quite get him. Green still on his feet. The Speeds are still going. There's a flag over here on the near side.
One sideline to the other.
Man, I thought we were about to see a Devin Hester play real quick. Oh, I didn't see what happened.
So this one might be coming back.
I'd assume it's either a block in the back or holding.
Yeah.
Targeting? Is that targeting?
It's going to be a blindside block.
Oh.
So that's a 15-yard penalty, so that'll move him back to about the 27. Listen to Tim over here.
Yeah, I was wondering who's clapping. It sounded like it was in here.
So as Bremen gets ready to take the snap, or gets set on offense, the TTSN crew want to send their condolences to the Bremen community, everybody around for the passing of Don Bungie.
Yep, had a nice little moment of silence there before the game. And
the teams he led and the things he did for this community. Granted, we may not be up at Bremen, but he has affected the area completely around him. And
I think what I seen there, he was still reviewing, working with the football team yet this summer.
Absolutely. So our thoughts and prayers are out with them. Leidig back to work, 1st and 10 now from his own 27. Sends a man in motion, pump fakes. He's going to leave one up high for Graverson and overthrows it. And Whit Hoyo there on the defensive side.
It almost looked like Tyrus about to push him into the ball.
That's what I thought. He's helping him along.
Right. Just it was a little stop and go by Tyrus. Whit Hoyle wasn't fooled by it, stayed with him the whole way. No other route was open, and he was under pressure and had to get it out. Almost looked like a push by.
Good job, Caden.
Right there. But
much better. Good job.
Amazing defense by Whit Hoyle right there.
Caden's been watching football and learning camera work, so good job there, pal. Leidig out of the shotgun. Looks again, quick hitter across. He has Graverson, but here comes Whit Hoyo trying to wrap him up. Can't get there. Dante Workman can't get him either. And a first down for Bremen on that second down passing play.
Good play by Bremen. Just if you're Whit Hoyo right there, you got to make the tackle, which he ended up making the tackle.
It's about 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Ball set at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Bremen.
Just trying to find their gears there.
Yeah, they don't have to hike it, but they probably will.
Parrish out there. They're going to go outside of Young. They're trying to get the lead block there and gets his way down.
Yep.
We're going to get a flag on the play.
Yep, there was a errant hand sticking out.
There's a good lead block there by Logan Fredrickson.
I was about to say, good run by Young. Had the hand on his lead blocker's back the whole time.
Oh, but Fredrickson showing off the athleticism, got outside with the lead block. Good job by him. So holding on the Lions.
Brings it back.
Let's see if we can see that in there. It's all coming right towards us.
All right,
go right there, but it looks like Zarnecki might have held Overmeyer. Is where I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess.
So just so we don't have what happened last week with the third down, is it first or second down? Because the down marker is saying first, but I feel like it's second because that incomplete.
Well,
or am I just going crazy?
I guess it is 1st and 19. Well, I think we're right. We're good. It's an untimed play. So Leidig now goes to work. No time on the clock. Going to swing it across to Green, and Green changes field. Trying to get there in a hurry, and Green with the first down.
What a move right there by Green.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So
good field awareness right there by Green to catch it and put his foot in the ground and go the complete opposite way.
So go back, look at the stats on that play. Bremen moving the ball extremely well. 6 first down. Oh, that would be 7 first downs, I think. No, I'm right. 6. Maybe. So Triton just couldn't quite get that offense going. Got that opening nice run by Vinny Prater, but then kind of going quiet just a little bit here. For you, if you're Coach Whitaker, what are you telling those guys on offense?
Compete. Know your assignments. Do what we do and do what you do in practice. I'm sure that's what he preaches. Is just comes down to discipline. Who's more disciplined at the end of the night? If you're looking at Bremen, I always say the O-line is where it starts for everything, but that's just the facts of it. And if you watch Triton's run game, it's just they can't get anything outside because the lead blockers aren't out there. They can't get really anything up the middle because they're filling the gaps. It's just, you just need to start going back to your fundamentals right now if you're Triton.
If you're Bremen, your offense looking good. Leidig 6 of 10 for 72 yards with a 25-yarder as his long. And Zarnecki has been thrown to twice 11 yards. Or excuse me, Greeno with 2 catches for 35.
If I'm Bremen's coach, I'm telling them, keep doing what you're doing. You're taking time off the clock and you're stopping them on defense.
Leidig back out of the shotgun. Looking right, going to quick hitter over to Graverson. Graverson's going to try to bounce it outside. He's got speed and goes, and Whit Hoyle trying to stop him. And Graverson still on his feet, spinning away, and another first down for Bremen.
Man, these Bremen defenders are making the first 2 Triton players just absolutely miss.
Just about time he hit, just spun out of that.
Bremen's a strong. I mean, this is a strong running team. This is a team that they're very tough. They played with LaVille the last time they were out.
They'll juke all they want to, but don't forget they'll lower that shoulder and try and run you over as well.
That LaVille game was pretty close. I mean, they were really working with the Lancers in that opening game of the season. Young bounces it outside, wrapped down quickly. Oh, did he get it? And this was picked up by the torpedo. Colton Reynolds fired up.
See if we can see that, because it was right in all that
he picked him up and wrapped him around. That was a good job by Reynolds. Watch him bust through the line here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I saw him come down with the ball.
Yeah, he just ripped it away from him, and then Reynolds just rolled on over. Tyler's nice job with the forced fumble and the recovery by Colton, the torpedo Reynolds.
Yeah, if you're Gage Riffle right now, you're the quarterback. It's understandable that you're a sophomore, but you're the quarterback. You're the leader out there. Rally your boys and get them ready to go down there and drive to get this touchdown.
Going back to that tackle, he got his hands right there on the ball and punched it free. That was a good job by him. So first down and 10 now from their own 36. Goes up to Prater, and Prater will move it a yard or 2 up the field.
Prater on the carry.
Sawyer Burks out there in that nose tackle spot. Those guys, that Bremen front line, there's some big boys, but there's some tough dudes up there on that front line.
Oh, yeah. They always are. I remember, I felt like I got pretty low right off the ball when I was playing, but, man, they were hitting my hips every time.
Riffle goes right back to Vinny Prater. Vinny Prater, a nice carry on second down, and he has a Triton first down.
It's like every time he gets a first down, his cleat comes off. Just 2 for 2.
Well, I can't tie my shoes either. That's why I wear Hey Dudes.
Hey, nothing's wrong with Hey Dudes.
Nothing wrong with them. Right, Caden? You got Hey Dudes. Jax has got Hey Dudes.
Well, they don't fit anymore.
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah.
It's around that age where the shoe size never fits.
Oh, and a good carry by Connor Stetzel. The Triton run game.
These underclassmen for Triton are stepping up in a big way this game.
Really opening things up. But Stetzel, a nice run with him, getting that open opportunity, found the seam well, busted his way through.
Got, what, 6 yards on that? That's all you need.
And Prater, I mean, though, after that last run, he has 5 carries for 35 yards, averaging about 7 yards a carry. Stetzel out in the backfield as well. McFarland in the wing-back position. Stetzel again trying to bully his way up forward. And the Bremen defense tightened up as he only got about 1.5 yards maybe on the play.
Man, Will Stiles with the hammer right there. Just came out of nowhere and laid him out.
And what's always been impressed about watching Bremen play is how tough they play, the tackling, the physicality, and this group here, well coached.
Oh, when you left the game, you knew you played Bremen.
I can imagine watching from calling these games. You knew. 3rd down and 3 from the Bremen 45. Going to go back to Prater, and Prater's going to get, he's still on his feet.
Nope, not going to quite get there.
He's not going to quite get there. Going to be just shy by about half a yard.
No man's land. Too close to punt, too far to kick.
And they're going to say it's first down. He got just enough. The Italian Stallion.
There we go.
Dug deep and pushed the pile. What a good job by Vinny Prater. Triton moving the ball. That's their second first down here on this drive. Thank you to Brandon Haynes for the stats being pushed tonight.
Back to Prater.
Prater again, but a nice job to wrap up, and he got tattooed.
One thing about Bremen's defense is that they're always going to try and rotate the defensive line to get the offensive line confused. If you're Triton, you just got to think, who's ever in front of me? Whoever my assignment was, whoever took his place, that's my guy right there. And as a line, you got to have that communication, and it starts with the center.
2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard carry. Back to Prater again, lowers his shoulder, still driving those feet.
Ran over his blocker.
And the Bremen defense playing strong on that front line.
You also got to look if you're riffle, as soon as you see all your players set, look at the Bremen defense, see if they're still taking their time to get set. If they are, you don't got to wait on the defense. You can snap that ball.
And Coach Whitaker calling a timeout. Didn't like how his team was lined up.
Timeout Trojans.
And Coach Whitaker in his first season, impressive coach. He gets after his guys. He'll hold you accountable, but how he coaches his guys is always impressive to see as Kenny throws up the schedule here for the rest of the season.
Yep, so here we're doing this Bremen game, and then next Friday, we'll out down at Culver, and then following be the Pioneer, then get to come back for North Judson here for the last home game of the season, and then travel down to Knox and over to Winnemac the following two. Biggest thing there is those North Judson and Knox games, make a note at 7:30 starts because we're playing a Central Time Zone team, so a little bit later.
And those away games, we don't know for sure if those will be live. We're going to do everything we can. Just look for social media if we'll be able to get things going. North Judson obviously will be live as we'll be home.
Yep. Culver, and of course some of those away depends on what the
weather's doing.
weather's is and what the press box situation is.
Yep.
So
Usually Winnemac and Knox, make sure we got some good accommodations.
I usually get to do those from the
You have to do yours from the combine.
I remember sophomore year sectional against Culver when it was North Judson when we brought out the pig trailer.
That's
whatever.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, the cattle trailer.
Uh-huh.
3rd down. Goes outside to Prater. He's going to have to cut back inside, and he does. And Bremen had a good rip at the ball, but Prater kept it tight. But 4th down coming up.
Looks like it's about to be 4th and 3 or 4.
Up to the 36-yard line. Gain of 2.
Whitaker's going to send the punt team out.
4.
So Javen May back to kick. Low snap. May handles it. It's a line drive kick end over end, and it's going to take a Bremen roll through the back of the end zone, so they'll start from their own 20.
If you're the Gunners right there, you got to realize where you're at on the field, and you got to haul all the way down to that goal line so you don't get that touchback right there.
yeah, if you want an open enough field that you could book around and get down there and just at least try for it, just get it touched right there on that goal line if you need to.
You also don't want to line drive it, though. You need to get that ball just a little bit more in the air.
That Triton drive, moved the ball well. They had, like they said, the first 2 drives they really struggled, but, use some clock there. 8:43 time of possession total in the game. 6 minutes and then on that last, or about 5 minutes on the last drive. That was a good drive. It was a good drive by them, but just got to finish now. If you're the defense, hey, you forced turnover last time. Let's go out and let's play some big boy defense. Mm-hmm. If you're Bremen, you can move the ball through the air and on the ground. We'll see what they do here. Lay it out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Eastside Limler. Eastside Limler's got a hold of him, and it's a sack for Eastside Limler.
If you looked at Triton's DBs, they had everything locked up downfield. Silas just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, you can look here to this side. You can see him looking downfield, just not there.
He was looking for Green right there on the slant, realized it wasn't there, tried to get out, and just Limler right there to get him.
And the Cyclone rips his way through the line. And if you're trying, okay, you made that play there. Now we got to step up again. But that was a good recognition by Hensley, and Renzo kind of just dropped back in coverage, knowing, kind of feeling where Green was at. Green, the solo receiver out here to the left. They take out of the shotgun, 2nd down and long. Quick hitter across the way to Green. He stops and comes back to it. Stiff arms trying to do it. Cohen Hensley hanging on to him. Cohen Hensley wraps him up. Oh, and Esai Limler shaking up on the play. Look at that.
Shoot, rub some dirt on it. He'll probably be back out there next play.
Yep. Esai's a tough dude. He's a competitor, and he shows off. I love his attitude. Goes off on his own power.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's cramping or twisted an ankle or
got popped in the knee a little bit.
But either way, if you're trying 3rd and 8, you need a stop
there
right
you go.
here.
Yep, and here, like you say, watch that hard count. Don't jump the gun.
Keep an eye on Brown and Worsham. Brown cuts his way through, leaves it up high for Graverson. He got free on the coverage past Whithoyo. Graverson takes off, and he'll have a Bremen touchdown.
Man.
79 yards away. Just broke the coverage, which I don't think Caden may have got there in time.
I saw what happened. Whithoyo saw the quarterback about to scramble, and he came down and he just never broke his route. I saw him. He swim moved the corner, got open as the ball was in the air and caught it, and just you see that separation he made between him and Whithoyo running down the sideline.
So 78 yards to the touchdown. It's Graverson to kick. Of course, Ryan running the end zone camera down there tonight.
Yeah, if it's a little jumpy, it's a little bit of wind.
And that'll split the uprights. And Bremen now leads 14-0. As Triton will go back, but if you're Bremen right there, that's like I said, they've got that home run threat ability. They can do a lot of things extremely well. And Graverson ran the route, blew right by his receiver. I mean, but he, the stop and go, like you said, but he got himself freed up with those nifty hand moves.
Yeah, just broken coverage. Whithoyo thought the play was breaking down, came in. He did his assignment. It just so happened that Silas just saw him streaking down the sideline and hit him in stride.
Man alive.
Gonna make it?
I hope. Good grief.
It didn't go from 90 to 40.
No, it didn't. Oh, I guess it did. But
the way it feels like it.
Oh, the sinuses. It's that season.
Oh. Waking up every morning with
it's just
clogged nose and dry mouth.
Yep.
You got to live for those days.
I feel great. Just dry. Just like I said, a little dry. We're good. I was in a factory today working on some machines, so got to breathe in some nice welding dust. Not usually used to doing that.
Cleanses the soul.
It does. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. I was fine with it. Just my sinuses just don't like it. So a good drive by the Lions puts them back in the end zone. 160 yards through the air now for Leidig. And Graverson with 112 yards after that long catch and run. Onside kick, and Triton falls on it. Bremen trying to catch him off guard.
Risky, but it worked.
Yep.
They tell you on front line if the ball's rolling past you, let it roll and go find a block. But way to hit it, way to bounce right on top of it.
That was a good job by Cohen State and to fall on top of it.
Yeah, we'll see. We can get that. I think we got it.
Yeah, if you watch, 2 of his own players came in and laid him out while he was on the floor, too. Cover up that ball.
Yep.
They're making sure it wasn't going anywhere.
They're letting us know we got the ball.
Good ball security there.
Perfect field position, too. Then he landed on his head. Seems fine. But you got to love this field position if you're trying, especially with the leg on tires where he can get a touchback. I mean, you got to execute with where you got the ball to start the drive.
Triton offensive line gets set. Riffle goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to run his way through, and the Bremen Lions trying to rip away at that ball, but Overmeyer with a nice gain. On second down, will make it 3rd down and manageable.
Good play. Just if he cuts it just inside just a little bit more. Ooh, I would have gone for a long one.
Whithoyo splits out left. Riffle now. Goes right back to Prater. Prater springs free, and Vinny Prater covers it up and brought down by Green and company.
And the cleat didn't come off.
Watch this. When he gets that ball, he's running. He's not waiting on that ball.
That acceleration at the 50.
Yeah, he just right on through there.
He gets the ball going at full speed.
And I'm telling you, Vinny Prater, you talk about get out and go. He can go 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds when he gets out of steam. Things are really going well down south. Plaxton fake.
Hit him.
Rifle rolls left. Going to go to Workman. He finds Dante Workman. Workman's got some space. Shows off the footwork. Slingshot engaged.
Did he get in?
Down.
I'm not sure if he got in. I think he stepped.
They're going to stop just outside. I think that's out of the 4. But what a throw by Riffle to Workman.
Man.
But good footwork by the slingshot.
Cross body going the opposite way. Man, that was a beautiful ball just right there.
But right here, this is for me to watch him stop, let the defender over pursue, and cut back in. Great play by Dante Workman.
Right there at the end, you got to lower that shoulder. You can't just hope to beat him. You're so close to the end zone. You got to lower that shoulder and potentially roll into the end zone.
12 yards, or excuse me, gain of 36 on the play. Sets up Triton first and goal from the Bremen 2. Triton lines up. Riffle under center. Takes the snap, goes right to Prater. Prater and punches it in from 2 yards away. Triton strikes on the ground.
See, now that you're Triton, you realize that you can go down the field and score. Like this has got to be such a big confidence booster, and it's a huge momentum swing right now for Triton.
Time to wake up the BBC.
Yeah, I forgot about the fireworks.
I got to wake everybody up. Oh, those fireworks are fun.
Looks like they're going for 2 since, nope, never mind. Workman's with the PAT.
And Workman now to kick. And now watching him kick in practice, Dante has a leg. Riffle to hold. And Workman sends a nice kick out the back of the
I was not expecting that.
Oh, I had a feeling. I know Dante can kick.
I mean, but we didn't waste any time.
Yeah.
It's like one step and boom.
Dante's got a leg. I mean,
I've never seen him kick before.
yeah, but he's got a leg. Watching him kick in warm-ups, but then also knowing when he kind of came up as his freshman season for the JV team, he was kicking for them, and he was kicking. He was playing a whole bunch of different moves. But Dante's a great athlete, but boy, he can kick.
Yeah,
he can kick.
He showed it right there. Hidden talent. Wonder if he's got a soccer background.
Never know. So the Triton football moms would like to thank the following business for donating towards team meals, player equipment, and the various needs of the football program: Remax, Riker Net Back 40 Sporting Clays, Dynamic Fleet, Ruoff Mortgage, Right Way Auto, Fuller Cup, Deaton Clemens Funeral Home, and Harmony Marketing Group. They would also like to thank Tim Shively of Shively Freezer Beef for the fireworks this year, and the time and effort from the production crew and Chad Stepp, Gavin Stepp, Shane and Christina McIntyre, McLean Middaw, John Gamola, and Riley Miller. This means so much to the community and mostly the football team. The boys get fired up for them fireworks. I talked to them. They love those fireworks.
Shoot, if they had it when I was in high school, I would have been a little bit more amped to go down and score.
We played Cotton Eye Joe when we scored. And that one, and the kick goes out the back of the end zone. Dante Workman with another nice kick. Showing off that leg.
I do remember that
I hear
time.
Mom yelling no down here to my left.
Yep.
I do remember that time in high school not in high school, but with Warsaw with the Cotton Eye Joe. Growing around there, that was like the song you heard.
Hey, and then here you go. Dante's first passion was soccer.
There you go.
There's the student section.
Take someone who tried kicking a field goal in a game. Is not going to go well unless you have that soccer background.
Waiting on the shotgun goes to
Right
Young, and Young with a nice carry up on the way. And Dante Workman wraps him up, but opened up, sprung free, and kicked on the Jets.
Yeah, watch this from the other view from behind. Just look how much they blocked and made an opening.
Yeah, look at their
Wide
line
open.
get to the second level and just open up that middle. Workman came in, flying down, made the tackle.
1st and 10 now. A gain of 15 on the play.
If I'm Bremen, I'm running the same play again.
And there they go. Young right up the middle again, drops
There it
his shoulder,
is.
drives through. Young still on his feet, bounces it outside. Young has the corner. Dante Workman has got the only man to beat, and he knocks him out of bounds.
Keep running it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And we'll do this again from that back other angle there.
Young right there. He did break the initial tackle and got out. Cut to the outside. Saw it right there.
And a gain of 40 on the play.
Workman with the amazing pursuit to track him down.
Ran a good angle. So now 1st and 10 from the Triton 25. Goes up to Zarnecki. He'll bounce it out, and there's Connor Stetzel on the bottom of the pile to trip him up.
These Bremen running backs, they just know how to find the hole. Like you look at Zarnecki, he stops at the line of scrimmage, bounces to the left, and finds the hole. Like, this is a very disciplined Bremen team.
So they get set.
Also, for your Bremen right here, you want that clock to just tick-tock, tick-tock.
Inside, 2.5 to go. Of course, Bremen will receive the second half kickoff. Now it goes to Young, and he'll
Right
try
up
to
the
cut
middle.
upfield, and Javen May hangs on to him, but Young drags him a long way down the field.
All these plays have been between the tackles this drive, and Bremen is just eating it alive.
Bremen doing a nice job of there up there in the middle.
Ball set at the 13-yard line.
With Kaufman in the center spot, Garcia and Burks, the two guards, done a good job opening things up with the bookends, doing a great job kind of keeping those ends away.
Yeah, and Bremen's O-line is getting to that second level very, very well.
Leidig again. 1st and 10. Goes outside to Young. Overmeier's got to beat. It's a fumble, and Leidig's got to fall on it.
Big break right there for Bremen.
Just a little short on the toss.
Overmeier was there.
Just went right through Young's hands, and luckily that Silas was right there to get on top of it.
It's a lucky break for the Lions, but they're still driving.
Ball set at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 17.
So they get ready to get set now. And let that clock run all the way down.
Getting the game clock or
Yep,
play
get
clock
down.
down to 0.
Take your time.
And Leeper's going to call a timeout.
They got
Yep.
3 left, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we got 2. We got 2 left now. Triton took the other timeout here in this opening half.
Yeah, you can't go into the locker room with your timeout, so you might as well use them.
Just a reminder for
But leading the way, you look at this Triton defense and tackling with, you look at Workman and Overmeier both with 5 tackles, Reynolds and Wood Hoyle both with 4, but Colton Reynolds leading the team in tackles coming into tonight's game. These guys here doing a great job.
the Triton marching band.
Reynolds with 25 tackles to his credit, 12 solo. Leads the team in that department. A lot of those behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, like you said, he's a torpedo. He gets in there.
And he's
quick.
stealthy, man. I'm telling you what, he just kind of shows up and he's there.
And he wrestles, so as soon as he gets you, you ain't going nowhere.
He'll hang on. He locks in. Kaboom. Of course, Tucker Worsham, a big anchor, the freight train down there on the line.
Triton's backers has just got to go back to their basics and do their reads. Guard to back.
Green split out left here. Riffle to cover him. Leidig's going to look right at him. He goes right across the middle. It's off, ricochets off his chest.
Off the hands of Green again. Had the slant right there, wide open again. Just good ball delivery, good timing. Just popped right off the shoulder pads. That's why you don't want to catch with your body, because those shoulder pads are like a bouncing house. Ball just bounces right off of you.
See, Caden, you don't catch with your body. Look at me like I'm crazy.
You got to make that diamond.
I mean, he played catch with Will Parks,
What?
former Denver Bronco defensive back. He played catch with him at the Cincinnati game one time. Best football seats I've ever had, next to being a broadcaster.
Too bad it was a Broncos game, though.
Easy now. Easy now. We had fun that day. We won. It was good. It was the Vance Joseph era.
I'm sorry, was that one of your 4 head coaches from
Yeah,
the last 3 years?
Well, who knows? Hopefully there's some stability there. Looks like Eastside Limler's been up and moving.
Yeah, if it was just a cramp, he'd be back in there right now. If you watch Shively, even though he's out, he's in that huddle getting his team ready, getting his team going.
And that's what always impressed me about Cole. The leadership mentality never turns off for him. Always works hard, but he leads his guys. Look, he's out there talking to his defensive backs. He's down there hollering at them.
Zarnek, he put outside on the left.
Green out to the right, and Graverson. Keep an eye on the two wide receivers top of your screen.
Watch out for the corner and the post.
That's where he's looking. Right across, up for the post route, and it's incomplete. Good defensive stand by Tanner Whithoyo.
Good. That's textbook right there. Like, Whithoyo looking like Darrell Revis out there. Revis Island, baby.
Like you said, there's those two receivers cutting across.
Whithoyo made a play on the ball. That was a good job by him, really trying to get inside that shoulder and get a hand up.
You can see he's trying to put that hand in between the arms to really get it. 4th and 17 from the 20-yard line. Looking like they're about to go for it.
10 seconds on the clock. They still have one timeout. Have to get set in a hurry. Keep an eye on the quick hitter to the right.
Watch out for the hard snap, too.
Watch out for a screen possibly, too, because Triton bit on that earlier. Throws it across the middle, too high. Tipped by Workman. Incomplete, and Triton takes over with 49 seconds to go here in the half.
Good play by Workman. Deep right safety right there. Backs up, sees his zone, sees the slant coming through the middle. A little high, looks like he wasn't going to catch it either way, but still amazing play right there by Workman.
Got hit even on the play.
50 seconds left. You're down at the 20.
When you move the ball well, right here if you're Triton, don't need to do anything fancy. You need a quick, big hitting play, but don't force anything if it's not there.
Well, they've only had, two pass plays, and the one almost scored you a touchdown.
Whithoyle split out left. He can catch and scoot too.
What happened?
Timeout, I believe, called. No, we got a flag. Encroachment on the defense is what the nearer official is saying.
Huh. Normally you let the play run if you keep doing that.
So now making 1st down and 5 from their own 25. They get set. Goes up to Prater. Prater right up the middle and gets tripped up. And on the tripping up tackle was Luis Garcia.
Looks like they might just run the clock out here. Get into halftime. Regroup.
Workman relays it in.
Amazing into the second quarter, though, for Triton right here. You get a touchdown and you get a stop before halftime and maybe even a long touchdown.
Never know. Bremen gets set here, showing the blitz.
Right up the
right
middle.
to Prater. Prater springs free. Trying to get outside, and Green will force him out.
Gets out of bounds.
Yep.
That'll stop the clock. What a play by Prater to take off and go.
10.6 seconds left. Clock stops. Got out of bounds.
Look at Colton Reynolds get out in front to make the block to get him a little further downfield.
That's that downfield blocking right there that you love to see from your lineman. Shoot, he's 20 yards from the line of scrimmage, and he's still downfield blocking? Ooh, you love to see that.
Gain of 27. Coach Whitaker all smiles on that play.
Do we try and break another school record tonight for a field goal?
Well, they don't have that. I don't know. Dante's got a leg.
Workman looked like he can boot it.
Two wide receivers split to the left. Triton still has 2 timeouts. Riffle rolling left. Slings it across. Tipped up front and just past the outstretched arm.
Just nothing right there Riffle could do. Just threw and got it batted at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Flora had a chance. So 6 seconds to go now. Riffle, that comes with time. Just needs to get those feet set, but he had a lot of pressure bearing down on him too.
That's kind of like the hard thing being a quarterback in a running offense is that most of the time you're going to be on a bootleg and you don't really have a lot of time to get there, get your feet set, and deliver the pass.
Timeout for Coach Whitaker. We'll talk it over. Riffle, he can roll left. I mean, he has that ability. I mean, he's a baseball player. He knows how to throw across his body. And, he just, like I said, a little bit low, but the defender did made a nice play getting a hand up.
Yeah, it's just sophomore quarterback. You're going to try and put it on a laser every time. It's just, that just comes with experience, knowing when to kind of loft the ball and to deliver it on a missile. It's just Good reaction right there by the Bremen defense to get the hand up and bat the ball away.
Ooh, getting a little breeze. Oh, had the door open.
Door open.
That wasn't even a breeze. That was like a cold front.
Yeah, that's why you can tell when the camera from Orion gets to bouncing a little bit.
Can't wait till it gets cold and it's kind of warm in here.
You're doing okay down there. I get a thumbs up if you're still. Yeah, he's still good. Might need a heater in a little bit. But he's still there. Riffle now works with the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side. JV May, the tight end, out here to the right. Play action fake. Here comes the pressure. Riffle's going to have to lay one up for Javen May. He's got a man beat. Oh, and he thought they had it.
0.4 seconds left.
And Green breaks it up. What a play by Green.
You got 1 play left.
We'll have a little bit of time here before they
That was there.
It almost looked like it kind of snuck past Green's arms right there and looked like May was about to take it in.
Speed it up a little, and then
But Riffle right there just had to get it out. Good ball.
Good job getting the camera down there, Caden.
If you're Bremen's secondary, you got to get to the 10-yard line.
So we'll see what happens.
You want to start at that 10-yard line.
Riffle goes back. Here comes the pressure. He'll have to lean into one. He'll lay it up. Knocked away, and that'll do it for the opening half as Bremen leads 14-7. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after halftime. We'll have some stats for you, and we'll see you after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the Trojan Tundra as Bremen leads 14-7 at the start here of the second half. Looking down as far as the stats go, both Bremen with 11 first downs in that first half. Triton with 6. Bremen 150 yards on the evening. Trying to look at Leidig has 100. I can't quite make that out. I think he has 160 yards through the air with a long of 78, which that was to Graverson for that big score. And then Triton, look at them, 131 yards combined with Riffle with 36 yards on one completion. Vinny Prater with almost 100 yards on the ground. Dante Workman had that long catch for 36 yards. And you go down penalty-wise for Triton. It's kind of been hurting them just a little bit. 4th and 18. 4 penalties for 18. Triton, and then Bremen 2 penalties for 13 yards. Triton is 2 of 6 on third down. Bremen is 4 of 6. And Bremen and Triton kind of even there in the time of possession department. And Dante Workman and Jaden Overmeyer leading with 5 tackles. But Colton Reynolds had a big play in that opening, or in that first half where he had a strip and he recovered it. So Triton for this defense to come out here. We'll see who Who wants it more? See who? I don't know. I was looking. I thought something fell off.
Nope, you're good.
We're good. So get ready. You know, Jeremiah, if you're Triton, okay, on defense. Now you know Bremen's going to come out. They're going to look to hit a home run. They're going to drive on this next opening possession. Defense, you got to stay put, keep them in front of you, and continue to put a body on them when you go to tackle.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the last 2 defensive drives Triton has had. Got a turnover. Well, technically two turnovers because he had that turnover on downs and the strip fumble right there for Triton.
And Esai Lindler's back out on the field. He's on the kick team. Let's see what they draw here. And Workman sends a short kick. Triton's going to try to cover. And a fair catch called. Whoa, he waved it off. It was a fair catch. Triton did not pursue. And they're going to get a penalty marker back here in the back.
I was going to say, it looked like
Parrish called for a fair catch. He waved his arm.
Hey, you got to go till the whistle blows. That's what they did right there.
Delay of game is going to be called on Bremen for, I guess that's where they're going to call the delay of game because he fair caught it, but then he took off and ran with it. So that's where they're going to call the delay of game penalty.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the returner right there, you got to realize you put the hand in the air and you catch the ball and you just sit there. If someone hits you, that's an extra 15 yards for you right there.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 30.
The only thing I would say that you couldn't call that a fair catch is that he didn't get his hand above his helmet. He just kind of just used his bicep and put his hand in the air.
All right, so Lady leads his troops out there. 1st and 10 from the 30. Graverson and Green out to the right. Look for a home run pass here. He's already looking quickly. Goes right to Graverson. He corrals it in the slot, bouncing his way free. Riffle tries to get a shoulder on him. And Overmeyer and Connor Stetzel come in to help after Riffle with the initial contact on the tackle.
Bremen is just running those 10-yard slant posts just so frequently. Almost every pass play, they're going to have someone coming across the middle in between 10 yards. Those backers have to get back, put the head on the swivel, see who's coming across the middle.
Gain of 20 on the play in their start at the 50-yard line. One wide receiver split to either side. Going to go up to Young up the middle. He tries to sweep his way through, spinning, still driving. And he'll have a nice carry on 1st down for the Lions.
Austin Young on the carry for the Lions. Brought down by Alex Brown for the Trojans. All
right.
Good solid run by Bremen right there. Just a run right up the middle.
Gain of 6 on the carry. I don't have Young's rushing. Oh, there we go. He's got 11 rushes for 56 yards. That 40-yard one we saw there at the end of the first half, averaging about 5 yards a carry. Lading across the middle, goes back to Graverson, and Dante Workman lays the hit, but it's a 1st down for the Lions, and they move the chains.
There it is again.
13 first downs for them.
10 yards, hit the post. It's right there every time.
Workman, if he was just about 2 steps quicker.
Look for about 10 yards, 1st and 10 line.
You know, obviously as a safety, you don't want anyone in front of you, but you got to know, they haven't really ran anything else through the middle passing-wise other than that play. It's just slants through the middle.
And, that's good recognition by the Bremen coaching staff to run that play. Waiting again, 1st and 10 from the Triton 35. Young, strong running up the middle.
Man, I thought it was a screenplay how many blue jerseys.
Looks like Connor Stetzel on the tackle.
Someone's down, cramping up.
Stetzel brings down Austin Young.
So Connor Stetzel with a tackle.
Looks like a Bremen player's down.
It'll be his 5th tackle on the night.
Stetzel's just been everywhere this game, hasn't he?
He's a tough dude, and like I said, when I've talked about every game when he's played, he's a hard worker, but that kind of breeds amongst everybody else.
Yep, just good old cramp.
And
that feels so good. Let me tell you, when you're down on the ground and they're rubbing your leg, not to sound weird, but it's just that relief.
Oh,
okay.
Just take a nap and.
Oh yeah.
Don't matter that it's on the 40-yard line.
Okay. With that being said, wow, we're getting real up here on the TTSN broadcast tonight.
mean, it's just like when you crack your neck.
And true. I do like going to the chiropractor, and I will say I do feel better when that happens.
I mean, it's the way it is with the cramp. Your muscle tightens up, and you just stretch it out.
Know.
And then that release when you feel like the blood flow finally go everywhere, it's like, oh, that feels nice. I'm good to go.
So good to see him get stretched. I hope he's okay. But going back, well, I guess while we're waiting here, of course, tomorrow, the Triton Blue Slam. Jordan, that was perfect. that was perfect.
Yeah, he's the wrestlers are selling pulled pork down here at behind the concession stand. So
you can hear Jordan.
Jordan's done a great job down here.
Put it right in there.
Well, I was getting ready to read off that the volleyball team's having their fundraiser tomorrow featuring Bruce's. We have a pulled pork barbecue sandwich tomorrow for the Triton tournament. We'll have that for you tomorrow live from the Trojan Trench as Triton and a whole host of teams will be there. Caden, I hope you get your beauty rest tonight because bright and early, son. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, we're going to work. Tournaments are fun, though.
It's what every kid loves to hear. Got to wake up bright and early and go to work.
I'd be all right.
Especially me.
He is seriously, Caden is the worst person to try to wake up in the morning.
I am.
You act like you got to drive 30 minutes to the school.
I mean, he walks. I mean, I get him up plenty of time. We walk in. Jackson and I have a routine. I help Jackson get dressed in the morning. Walked in and yelled, Caden, get up. And I say, get up now or I'm going to get you up. And then he gets up, right?
Usually when you're done getting him dressed.
Yeah. So then he gets up and around. He's doing better.
Took me to hearing the utensil drawer getting open to get me up.
Leidig out of the shotgun, now second down. Looks left. He's going to look up top. Oh, he's changed his mind. Goes back to the flat to Graverson. He's got the first down and more. And Woodhoyle bumps him out of bounds.
There was a fake screen to the left right there to Tyrus. And the play was to Green down the seam. Both of them went with him. You can't forget that he is still an eligible receiver right there. And there's nothing downfield.
It's good recognition by Leidig. And really saw, like I said, I knew he wanted Green down, but Triton had him double covered. It was a good recognition to go back down to the flat to his check down. Good play there.
Yeah, just if you're trying right there, the closest DB, you can't go with them. You got to rely on your safety to pick that up.
First down and 10 from the Triton 17. Leidig takes a quick look at the wristband. Take the snap. Handles it, goes right to Austin Young. He goes up the middle. Connor Stetzel again. And Stetzel gets in there and wraps him up.
Austin Young brought down by Connor Stetzel.
I feel like Young is just running, and then all of a sudden here comes Stetzel. Boom, right there on his hip.
6 tackles on the night. He's also got a couple carries for 7 yards. It's been busy.
He's using the whole 53-yard width to his advantage.
Attaboy. Leidig out of the shotgun. He's going to have 2 wide receivers split to the right, and Graverson and Green. Woodhoyle's going to cover Green. Workman's going to cover Graverson. He's going to drop to the flat. Green's going to cross the middle, and Workman jumps the route and tips it away. Wanted that one.
Man.
It was close.
Good, amazing play on the ball right there. Good recognition by Workman.
Might be just a blur.
Triton's D-line got there in an instant.
Workman knew it. He had a big opportunity there, but it was a good play. Dante Workman's had a couple nice jobs where he stepped in front and made a good play on the ball.
He's really coming in as a DB. He's really coming into a DB position.
Leidig back out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 8. Leidig looking downfield, goes to his right, leaves one up high, and Graverson reaches to the top shelf, brings it back down, and he has a Bremen touchdown.
Man, good hands
from
right there.
15 yards away. Now, Caden, that's how you catch.
3rd and 8 right there. Just drop back on a pass play. Just hit nice little 5-yard out route, zig route, and just jumped up over everyone, caught the ball, and just no one there to tackle him.
Graverson, with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the evening, has over 170 yards in the receiving department. And now Leidig
scores on their opening drive of the half.
Graverson to kick, and he'll split the uprights. And Bremen on the board on their opening drive at a halftime.
He scored right before the half ended.
7 to go in the third quarter.
Showed you can do it. You can do it again.
Friends, I'm getting updates about our pulled pork situation down there.
Jordan is on top of that pulled pork. And let me tell you, Jordan.
Like Adam Schefter over there.
Well, I'm telling you what I love about going to church on Sunday at Etna Green Church of Christ. And, you know, when we don't go, we watch the stream. Jordan, I'll tell you what, you know, he's a man after my own heart. I mean, he knows his food, and he likes to eat, and he makes sure that we all know. But I'll tell you what, Jordan is. He's fun. He's a joy to go to church on Sunday and listen to him talk. And oh yeah,
I remember sophomore year when he was really starting to come around. He would like tell us inspirational stories, but use like pizza rolls.
Oh yes, he would. Yes, he does. He loves talking about the pizza. Oh yes, I've heard that story.
Would you rather take a little bit of time, put it in the microwave, or the long time to get it good in the oven?
Exactly. We'll see now. My dad asked me because we was just starting going to church there. Tell us for a story real quick, but then he said it was preaching about some like things we want to know, like what happened after the fact, like. Did Harrison Ford get reelected after Air Force One? Cohen Hensley takes the receiving, and he's on his feet. Cohen Hensley up at the next level and gets dropped by Graverson. Cohen Hensley got a running start. Watch him take off, and with this one.
Just caught the ball, found the gap up the middle, and just absolutely exploded through that hole.
Just took right through the Triton defense, tied up 3 players.
But, man,
who was that blocking? Good grief. There's a little blur there, but had 3 guys.
The kicker with the layout.
Pat McAfee did that once.
Against the Broncos.
Yep.
Hey, you're the one who brought it up.
That was a great hit. I'm all for it. Prater gets the carry, wraps it up, and a good gain on first down for the Italian Stallion.
Brought down by Zarnicki.
And Eastside Limler is back on the field. Looks like he's got something taped up, and
that's great news to hear.
This is a tough dude. He's a tough guy.
They probably just rubbed some dirt on him and put him back out on the field.
I'll tell you what, he's impressive. And Kenny knows just as well.
Yeah.
We see him at fair.
I mean, shoot, most of these guys have probably been kicked by a cow harder than they're getting hit.
And that's Vinny Prater again with a nice gain on third down. Been kicked by a cow.
Bet it doesn't feel good.
It don't tickle. No. Let me tell you, it don't tickle.
I guess that's one of the perks about growing up as a city boy. You can't get kicked by farm animals.
No, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just grab a whole electric fence.
I got hit in the collarbone by a sheep once. That didn't drop me. Sheep went the other direction. Joys of farm life. I always enjoyed it. All right, Riffle now, third down and short.
Up the gut, quarterback.
Yep. And Riffle showing off the wheels.
I don't think Bremen expected that.
He should just kept it.
You know, and watching Gage and talking about, let's talk about Riffle for a second. This kid's athleticism, but his IQ, he's really grown now. He's really starting to get real comfortable in his body. In basketball, Kenny, we talked about when he just jumps and it's like time stops.
Yeah.
The kid just floats in the air. I mean, this kid has got that 1-2, he gone.
Oh,
kind of speed.
And you always know where he's at with his long white socks.
And he's showing off the arm strength. As Benedict Prater hangs on to it, covers up, but Bremen, good job on the defensive side.
Man, Triton just does not stop blocking until the whistle blows. If you watched Workman right here, he was still attached to his dude even after the whistle.
So gain of 2 on the play.
8-yard line.
Prater now over 100 yards rushing, averaging 6 yards a carry on 17 rushes. 27 yards is his long. Right back to Prater again. He continues to carry the load like a workhorse.
Bremen's bottling up the middle right there. They're looking like they got 8 guys in the box. If you see that, you need to bounce it outside. Call it outside play for Triton, get some more yards.
But Bremen, look at them along that line, playing tough. Seriously, they let him score.
Yep.
What's the score of the Kansas-Illinois game?
Oh, Jonah hasn't texted me, so.
Oh, yeah, we'll take that.
Yep, 14-0 there.
Outside to Prater. right on cue. He'll cut it inside and out, and Prater looks like he's got enough for a Triton first down, and he does. And the Trojans move the chain for their 8th first down of the ball game.
Did his cleats come off? Nope.
That's their 4th third down conversion.
Triton Trojans, first down.
The Trojans moving the ball. As the Italian Stallion continues to pull the cart.
You just got to keep this drive going. If you're trying, Bremen scored, and you need to get a response. Can't start stalling now.
And Riffle again with the quarterback keeper up the middle.
Such a big pile, you don't even know where Riffle's at anymore.
And right there, you look at the chemistry between Brookins and Riffle, and on a short week, it was like I said, no Cole Shively tonight. But Riffle, that quick snap, Kenny alluded to it. That quick snap, it's starting to pay off.
Yeah, 1-2 seconds, and that ball's going where they've been used to that 3, 4, 5 seconds before that ball's going.
Just disconnected. Riffle now goes back to Prater. Prater bouncing it up the middle, and he gets a short gain on the carry. But Bremen, to their credit, they're doing a nice job in that front line. They're not allowing anything to get out in space, but those guys are quick to get. They're flying to the ball. They're making open field tackles. This is a tough group, and Bremen's defense is looking really good.
Yeah, like we were saying before the game, Bremen's front 7 is just, especially those 2 interior D linemen switching sides every play. It's just.
Trent thinks we need a cannon. Oh, Riffle fakes the handoff, and play was broken up in a hurry, and look at the nice tackle.
Looks like it was just a miscommunication right there.
Sawyer Brooks got in there and wraps him up.
Miscommunication right there. Riffle turned around. No one was there to get the ball, and he's just getting gobbled up.
Trent thinks we need a cannon. Well, but the only problem is if it rains, you can't fire it off.
Yeah, there's too many misfires down there when it was
raining. We watched that happen a year ago.
Yeah.
Right now.
The cannon doesn't work well in the rain.
No.
Fourth down now. Riffle rolls left. Here he slings it across high and goes right to Dante Workman. And a pass interference call coming here.
Are they going to call that he caught the interception, though? Because that can be big.
Go ahead and run that replay. That's what they're talking about down there right now.
I wonder if the Bremen defender just got there a little bit early.
See if Caden got it. Not in time.
Riffle just threw the ball a little too fast, even for slow-mo.
Maybe Ryan might have got it on his angle.
Pass interference on Bremen.
So pass interference on Bremen. Triton
catches a huge break right there. 4th down, pass interference.
I probably wouldn't get it. It's too far down for him to
really get a hold of it.
Get zoomed in there. Well, at least there's no monsoon.
Yeah, no joke.
It'll happen.
It has happened.
Fresh set of downs for the Trojans.
First down and 10 now. Fresh set from the Bremen 20. Overmeyer gets with the middle on a good job. It's going to trip him up.
Bremen is sending
Zarnecki.
If you pay attention, Bremen is sending everyone every play as soon as that ball is snapped. Like they know Triton is about to run up the middle right here. Mid-game adjustments. That's what wins and loses ball games right there, is how you can adjust while the game's going on.
And Bremen, you get a tough break on a penalty, but yet for them, still go out there tackling well. Riffle going to break it to the left side. Quarterback keeper on the bootleg and trying to get outside.
Look like a design keep.
Rolls out to the left.
Do that one. Let's try that button.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, he just tucks it.
For him.
Naked bootleg.
I'll fix that between quarter maybe. Bremen fans traveled well here tonight. Not a far drive, but
they had a little extra
cross-country drive.
Yeah, a little cross-country. We had that going up to them a year or so ago.
Riffle going to go the bootleg back to the other side on 3rd down, and here comes Graverson and seals off the edge.
Graverson just came in out of nowhere. He came in fast.
He's got wheels.
But nothing right there Riffle could do. Just had one blocker out there while 3 defenders for Bremen were right there. Not much you can exactly do.
It must be halftime.
4th down and 10. Must be halftime.
Flies into the end zone for a touchdown.
What is that, a Cardinal?
Oh, my goodness.
Ball State, baby.
McFarland splits out right. 4th down and 10. Riffle going to throw it, leave it up for Workman. Workman adjusted. Dante Workman catches it, but I don't think it's enough for a first down.
They only need to get to the 10 for a first down.
They did?
Mm-hmm. First
okay,
and
he did.
Lofts it up to Workman, and he comes down with that 50-50 ball.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Workman has really stepped up this game.
1st down and goal. Triton knocking on the door.
T formation.
Oh, we got something right off the bat.
Near side official throw it. I think he's going to point to Triton. We got a Bremen player down.
Looks like he might be cramping too. Oh, helmet's off.
So I guess we got an injury. As Pearson Lose down. Yeah, it must definitely be.
Yeah, if people are wondering, we've got
Trent's down soon. That's all sort of.
Trent's, our intern that was with us, my son, he's down in Indy right now at the IU ball game, taking care of photos down there. So it's about halftime. So we're getting some updates from down there, some graphics.
Always good. Trent's doing a nice job down in Bloomington, taking pictures. He got to even take pictures underwater.
Yeah, earlier this week. For he'd been covering the swim and dive team, so they haven't done that in a few years. So he donned the swimsuit and took a specialized camera underwater.
Yep.
Says one of the hardest jobs he ever has done for the photography side of it. So I can imagine holding your breath and taking quick shots. And
so I hope the Green players okay. They're taking a lot of look down there. Of course, Kenny, we have our kids on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Now we got Caden on here, and
Travis will probably come help a little bit during basketball. He's focused on cross country. They had one earlier this week, home field down there at Potawatomi is where Triton cross country runs, and that's one of the courses that almost any visiting team that comes into it just really appreciates it because it is a true cross course country with the ups and downs and through the woods where a lot of them are just like here run around a football field. So a lot of teams really enjoy that.
You go from the Limlers to the Shiveleys to the Barnhards.
Well, so there was a flag on the play. It was offsides on the defense. So Triton now 1st down and 4. Goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer, a chance, cuts it upfield, and Overmeyer punches it in. From 4 yards away, Jaden Overmeyer.
That is Overmeyer's bread and butter play right there.
Okay, get ready for the boom.
Boom.
The Jet kicks it in. Just watch him kick on the Jets there. Drops the shoulder.
First time I haven't gotten scared at it.
The flash.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw the flash.
So Workman to kick. Holds good, and he'll split the uprights again. Back-to-back. Dante Workman and Triton cuts it to 7 on the 4-yard scamper by Overmeyer.
Overmeyer touchdown.
2 opening possession touchdowns for both offenses to start the second half.
To Bremen, 21.
A lot different than last week.
And your Triton Trojans, 14.
Well, this was being called a very close game.
Yes, and according to John Harrell, 1 point separate the two teams.
So you could expect, keeping this tight here going in.
It was favored by like 21-20 was the favor.
Yep.
These are two good football teams. I mean, they're, and Triton hanging in there. But Bremen, another team, like I said, they move the ball well. The team that we saw in that opening drive, they're taking time up on the possession, but yet making good plays there. But Triton now has that confidence. And you see Riffle now is just, he's looking comfortable. The further the game goes on, the stronger he gets, and he's doing a nice job.
I mean, the last 2 possessions, barring that, 40-second drive before the half ended for the first half, Triton has scored the last 2 drives that they've been on offense. So
absolutely,
you just got to keep that confidence and transferred into defense and
you
get stopped.
Got guys like Connor Stetzel doing a great job on defense tackling, and and Dante Workman making some plays on both offense and defense. Triton's starting to feel comfortable right now. They just got to keep that confidence, but keep locked in.
If you're Triton, there's two big takeaways defensively right now: is stop up the middle running and the 10-yard slant routes, and then Bremen's going to have to try and figure out something else to do.
Green back deep to return. Workman to kick. Workman sends it down the middle of the field. And fair catch is called by Flora.
At the 27-yard line.
That's where Ladig and his high-flying offense takes the field.
Defensively, look for the 10-yard post slant routes right now, and Young coming right up the middle.
Brookins out there on the end. May on the opposite side with Brown and the freight train. Tucker Worsham in the middle. Reynolds, Stetzel, Hensley, and Overmeyer the linebackers. With Riffle and Whithoyle the two corners. Dante Workman the safety up top. Ladig with Young on his right hip. Takes the snap, play action fake, looking across the middle, trying to goes up for Zarnecki.
Yep.
Zarnecki's got him. Whithoyle's the only man who can catch him. And he's got a one last chance and pushes him down. Yep. And a big gain there by the Lions.
Got about the 11, 12.
Silas with the hesitation, with the little, you can tell it wasn't intended to be a pump fake, but he gets it. Just that little split second with Whithoyle, gets Dante and Whithoyle down there and just.
It wasn't even really a full pump. Just kind of hesitated.
He stopped halfway through and then was like, oh, I got to go. Good pursuit by Whithoyle right there, not to give up on the play.
Big gain in the air. A nice job by, like I said, Tanner, the pursuit to get there. But Triton, we'll see if this defense can dig deep here. The Bremen Lions knocking on the door again after the big play. Young running strong up the middle, and Triton brings him down. Overmeyer initially on the tackle.
In between the tackles.
And inside a minute and a half to go here in the third.
Another Bremen player down, another cramp. And it's like bourbon is bad voodoo.
Is that the same?
Cramping all over everybody.
That's the same one was there
I believe
couple times before.
So.
No, the one before was
Luis
61.
Garcia, I think.
I know the one before was 61.
It was 53.
I mean, we've seen our fair share of cramping and saw other teams. Hope they're okay. Like I said, those are not for the faint of heart.
No.
Now, I have watched a Hall of Famer get a leg cramp during a broadcast, and he stood there and he continued to run that camera. I'll tell you,
even a hand cramp and
a hand cramp. I mean, he handles it. That's why Orion's a Hall of Famer.
It's like the wind died down a little bit. Don't have as much shake in that end zone camera for us.
I'll tell you though, I do like the colder air though. It's
because you're in jeans.
Oh no, you wore shorts. That's on you, man.
It's summer.
It's not. Nah, we're knocking on the door for it. It's still summer on court and the calendar. It's here. It's here.
Should the walk to class?
Don't even.
The walk
don't
to
even.
classes
I got no
feel like that.
It's fall.
You know my rule.
It's about fall.
It's about there.
I almost wore shorts because I was like, wait, my legs won't be in the window, but
and
I thought, yeah.
It's about to get that time where it's cold in the morning, so you need to bundle up, and then around 12, you need to take everything off because you'll be sweating.
But yeah, so like we said, it's almost here, but it's nice being on the cold weather. I'm not sure Orion's agreeing. He's quite bundled up down there.
Well, it was kind of a game time decision that missed on and off all day, or was either going to put that equipment up and out. And
he's got him a little shelter down there and everything. Appreciate Brandon getting that stats back up and going.
There we go. Yep.
Appreciate Brandon Haynes with the stats. Ladig now 219 yards into the air. Going to go back. Gain of 61 on that passing play.
Yeah.
Is that the longest play of the day so far?
78 yards for that touchdown.
Oh,
was the
that's
longest
right.
one of the day.
So it looks like Bremen player, he's heading to the sideline up and going.
Like I said, and it's tough. I mean,
walking off there in your own power, that's good.
Glad he's okay, though. Now Ladig goes back to Young, and he splits it, and he's got another Bremen touchdown.
Basically went in there untouched.
It was a good job by that left side of the line to open it up. Watch the guard in the center open things up.
Look at the center communicate. And the
pull, Zarnecki.
The pull, and Zarnecki didn't even touch anyone.
I mean, he jumped over. I mean, the Bremen opened up. This offensive line has done a nice job opening up running lanes all night. And the 61-yard passing play to Zarnecki set it up. It's Graverson now to kick. And that one splits the uprights. And the Lions now lead 28-14.
52nd possession.
On the 8-yard touchdown run. Of course, appreciate the Boyers with the TTSN banner put up there for us and the Trojan Pride. And to ask Dan where his signs
are. The big sign usually straight across from us.
That's all right.
May not have been able to get it up.
But always appreciate the Boyers and the Stichters and everybody's support. And that's one thing I always talk about this community is always top-notch is how they support these kids and support everyone. Of course, the student section, they bundled up tonight a little bit.
Yeah, they
still shorts, though.
When it was really, really hot for, like, the cross-country to be able to actually run, they actually went over and used their pool and did exercises in the pool then to keep conditioning for the cross-country team. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got him training for American Ninja Warrior.
Hey,
just about.
Just about, man. What are you laughing at? Graverson now to kick. Workman and Hensley and Overmeyer back deep to return. Graverson steps it off to where he's going to kick.
Hensley definitely wants another return like he did last time.
Yeah, he had a nice one. Oh, now and off of the Trojans. They fall on it. Good heads-up play.
Couldn't really tell who got on top.
I say this might be too much of a blur on that one because the way that just was a rocket straight out.
Bounced right off the foot.
Yep.
It looks like Quintana fell on it. Good job, Isaac. By Quintana to bring that one down.
Yeah, good, amazing play recognition right there. But, man, what bad luck to have that ball come line driving right at your foot. There's just nothing you can do.
There was not a whole lot Brian Wisher could do.
I mean, you go do your thing. It's just football right off the foot.
Right up the middle to Prater and the Bremen Lion defense pushing him back. Hold the line there for the Bremen Lions. And about inside a minute to go here before the fourth quarter. Jordan's picking up. We were talking about that at halftime. Ickes has done a good job on the PA in the absence of Don Bell. Hope Don's doing better. Riffle now under center. Goes back to Prater. Prater sees an opening, and he gets through, and he continues to drive his feet for a possible first down.
Bremen defender was dragging him to the first down.
Yeah, they're probably, I think you see where he just keeps pulling and probably goes 4 yards.
Yeah, he gets met about 5 yards from the first down, and the Bremen D lineman is just trying to bring him down, but accidentally drags him to the first down.
Workman lucky he didn't get flagged on the play there. As him and Flora were battling for position.
Both receivers, Workman and Whithoy, has just been blocking downfield. They do not let go of their block until they hear the whistle.
Prater gets stopped, and another good stop by the Lions.
And that'll be it for the third quarter.
It for the third quarter. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. All right, welcome back here to the Trojan Tundra. Andy O'Hara with me here tonight is Jeremiah Farrell, Kenny Barnhart, Caden Hummich in the Hall of Famer around them. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as Triton will start with the ball on their own 49. Riffle rolls left, has to escape the tackler, looking downfield, flings it across, and there's Javen May with the catch.
Good job by Riffle right there. As soon as he turns around, there's a dude right there and just maneuvers around him and gets a nice pass to May for about a 6-7 yard gain.
It was a good grab. Good hands by Javen May, but the bootleg with Riffle really opening things up, and I think that arm of his, he's had a couple bad passes there, but yet he's really dialed it in.
You can see the baseball background in it when he throws the football.
I love seeing that. Riffle under center. Back to Prater. Prater takes off. He has the first down. Prater still on his feet, gets tripped up. Still on his feet, going one man to beat. And Prater brought down at the Bremen 10.
Man, he
for
found
a gain of 35.
just had one man to beat, and luckily Green was able there to bring him down to the ground at the 10 or so yard line. Don't know if they're going to give it goal to go or down markers yet.
Gain of 35.
Looks like they're going to give it first and goal.
All right, first and goal now for the Trojans, knocking on the door. Riffle going to keep it. Broken play, and the Lions sniffing out and push them back.
A lot of people wanting a flag on that play right there. If there's a play you want that to happen on, though, you want it to happen on first down.
A loss
of 7.
7 on the play. So they draw up here. Outside to Prater. He's going to try to bounce it back in. He hesitated on the hole, and the Lions closed the opportunity quickly.
Yeah, Bremen's defense just knew exactly what was going on that play and flew to the hole, and Vinny just had nowhere to go. Got about a yard on it.
Workman relays the play. 3rd down and long now. Trying with a couple more opportunities here at the end zone.
You got to play this like a two-down territory right here. You got to get 8, 9, 10 yards on this play right here, and then 4th down, you got about 6 to go.
Riffle, time to throw, slings it across the middle, but couldn't quite connect.
Man, he had Ben McFarland wide open on the back side of that end zone right there.
So 4th down now and goal.
Just a play action, crossers coming across the field. You just got to progress your levels right there. 1st read, 2nd read, 3rd read, 4th read.
Prater off the field now. You're trying right here. This is going to be a big pivotal moment for them.
And you got to hurry. You got 10 seconds to snap this ball. You got 5 seconds, and they're hustling.
Whitaker watching the play clock. Riffle takes the snap. Here comes the free rush. Riffle going to throw it up for grabs. And he had it in the end zone, and it fell, and Triton turns it over. Oh, my goodness.
Just Bremen defenders get in, basically untouched. Just Riffle, just 4th down, throw it up there.
Riffle hit as he threw.
He's down there somewhere, and in Maven's hands, just triple covered, just can't bring it down.
Oh, but give the props to the quarterback, Gage Riffle. Stood in there with insurmountable pressure bearing down on him, and he still made a throw. He left it up. 50-50 ball. Give your player a chance to go make a play.
He's given Triton opportunities playing quarterback.
I'll tell you what. I mean, that's going to be a special young man to keep your eye on the next couple of years.
First varsity start, and the way he's looked and played, it's been very impressive.
All right. The Lions now 1st down and 10 from their own 16. Goes to Young. He'll try to bounce to the right side, and then look there. That was Connor Stetzel again, and on the tackle.
Front 7, right there.
Stetzel now 7 tackles on the evening, with Dante Workman and Overmeyer all 3 with 7 tackles. Connor Stetzel's impressed me in that tackling department tonight. Alex Brown gets settled in along the line.
Looks like Bremen wanted to run a counter right there, but Young just wanted to take it up the middle, and Triton's D-line was right there for no gain. 3rd and long. Now this is when you really watch those slant routes from Green and Tyrus
Watch the quick hitter, because one thing Bremen has done, I love about their offense, get the ball out quick, Get your playmaker. Let them make a play in open space. They got athletes all over the place. I love that, but keep an eye because that could be where they're going.
If I'm with Hoyle and Workman, I'm reading that quarterback because he's looking at the player he wants to throw it to right away.
He's going to leave it up for Green. Whit Hoyle puts a hand up. Whoa, they were like pass interference. Whit Hoyle had his hands up. They're saying he pushed him.
I don't think you can face guard in high school.
I think he was face guarding. I think that's what they're going to call it.
Because he just put his hands up just hoping to hit the ball, and I don't think you can do that in high school. Tough break.
Yeah,
I think
with the face guarding.
You just got to get that head turned around. That's all it is. Oh, it looked like his left hand
kind of came down just a little bit.
Made it like restrict Green's hand from coming up.
That's Triton's 5th penalty of the evening. 5 penalties for 33 yards here tonight.
And that one was half the yards. Tough break for the Trojans right there.
And if Whit Hoyle would have got his head just turned around in time to get a hand,
or at least if he just had his body moving that way, there's no PI call right there.
So 2 wide receivers split to the side. Workman going to come over to cover. No safety back deep. And they go right to Young. Young up the middle, bounces it out. Gets outside, good downfield blocking by Green. Has Hoyle tied up. There's the flag on the play, and I believe a holding call, and a call late over here by the official.
Looks like
so 2 flags on the play.
Man, Young, he can just sit there and make you question where he's going. He can just chop his feet, and you're going to act like you don't know where he's going.
Watch this from the backside.
Just right there, shimmies right there, and just finds the outside.
So
break.
Holding call on the Lions will bring it back. So only 1 penalty.
Looks like it was right there on Green, and then I think the far side ref just saw it as well and threw the flag.
And that'll be the Lions' 5th penalty of the evening.
Ball's brought up to the 40-yard line.
So 1st down and 2 now. The officials trying to get things set up. Talking to the line crew where they want it. Now we're set.
Remember this because I think it'll be the only time you'll ever see a 1st and 2.
I formation for the Lions in the backfield. Graverson near side, Green out to the right. Right back to Young. He hits the hole in a hurry, and he goes through. Dante Workman with the tackle.
1st down, Lions. Right now, if you're Bremen, this is exactly what you want. Just keep running the ball. If one breaks out, but you just want to keep this clock ticking up 2 scores under 8 minutes to go.
Excuse me. Brown on the tackle. Workman tripped him up. Brady Shute now checking in. We'll saddle in next to the freight train, Tucker Worship.
Going to try and clog up that middle.
Inside 7.5 to go. Back to Young. Young splits it upfield, and Triton wraps him up good.
Almost had that ball pop out.
And Hensley at the bottom of the pile.
Bremen's just I formation, run the ball, and Trojans.
Stetzel in there as well. Colton Reynolds. Whole host of them.
Triton defensively right now has no situational football. You have to know there's 7 minutes left on the clock, 4th quarter, down 2 scores. Bremen's going to try and run and get this game over with.
2nd down. On their own 49. They rolls right, looking for the flat. High pass. Graverson can't quite corral it.
Too high.
Vinny Prater out there on defense now.
3rd and 9 at 49.
So 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long, and the clock stopped.
This is a big moment for Triton here. Yeah, you're down 2 scores, but Bremen here, they If they can get a third down, we'll look for the pass.
You got to keep everything in front of you.
Vinny Prater at the far defensive end spot. Hall might go with the pitch outside to Green. He bobbles it. Going to try to bring it up. Halfback pass. Finds Graverson. He brings it in. He stops and goes, and he has a Bremen first down.
You can see him reach over that 40-yard line to make sure he got that first down.
But what's impressive, watch Green bobbled the pass, still had pressure bearing down on him, and still got the pass off.
Orbit motion to the right side. You can tell his design wide receiver toss, and like you said, bobbled it, had to regroup, and still delivered a ball and got a first down on a huge third down conversion.
Good recognition by Graverson to know where the first down marker was to convert there on third down.
Good job by Green also to.
They are 6 of 8 on third down here tonight.
There wasn't exactly a pocket, but you can tell he stepped into that pocket.
Goes up to Zarnecki. He'll run. And brought down. About a 4 or 5 yard gain on the play.
Triton's front seven is not giving up. They're still coming at you every single play.
Worsham credits the tackle.
Prater's on the edge now?
Yeah, the last couple of plays.
Does he normally play there?
Not usually.
I was going to say, I didn't think I was going crazy.
Prater's, or they'll settle in. Leidig out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his right. Green out here on his left. Goes right back to Young, right up the middle. Takes off. And Dante Workman hangs on for dear life.
Dante was not going to let go of him right there. You can just watch right there. Just 2 hammers going right at each other.
And Bremen 20 first downs for 327 yards.
229 through the air.
Offense has been very disciplined tonight. Very, very steady for this Bremen Lions team.
Just 2 big plays for Bremen offensively with, 2 60-plus yard passes?
Yep. And Austin Young, I believe, was that Tucker Worsham in on that tackle?
Might have been.
Someone came flying in. We have to replay real quick of that one. Couldn't see who flew in at the end of that tackle.
Yeah,
it was Tucker Worsham, the freight train. And to make the tackle. Timeout for Triton. With inside 5 minutes to go.
I'll throw this back up here again. We asked you earlier what our schedule is for the rest of this season here. Of course, finishing up here tonight with the Bremen and then travel to Culver next week.
7 o'clock. The last 5 are away.
Yep, and then down to Pioneer the week after. Then back home here for that North Judson. And then finishing up on the road at Knox and Winnemac. Of course, all those road games are all dependent on a little bit weather, a little bit press room area, and just different things. But we try to just watch our social media, what's going on, to try to let you know if we can. We're going to definitely broadcast those.
Bremen will travel north and take on Jimtown for a conference game there.
Coach's alma mater.
Be their second conference game of the year, and Triton conference games the rest of the way out. Like Kenny said, that Culver. Like I said, just keep an eye on things. We'll let you know. We'll be there live. Or if we're unable to broadcast for certain reasons, and one way or another, we'll make sure everybody knows.
Usually Culver's not a problem. It's just it's just our logistics. We're going to try to get set up at down there.
Do you guys happen to know who Culver Academies is playing? Because on my way here, I passed their bus on 31 North, and it was pretty close to Kokomo. I was like, I don't think this is where Culver is.
I do not. Leidig out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split to the left here. He looks to throw across the middle to Graverson. He corrals it in the slot.
When you least expect it.
He fumbles it, and Triton falls on top of it.
Yep.
Caught it at the end. Triton gets the ball.
Who came up with it?
Had a nice grab. And who knocked it free? I think
Workman.
I think Dante Workman forced the fumble.
Who got on top?
And I believe it was the torpedo. Colton Reynolds comes up with the fumble.
He saw that ball and he needed it.
Wow.
What is that, his third or fourth?
That's his second fumble recovery here tonight.
Well, I mean, like in the season.
I think he's got a few. Up the Prater, running strong, spinning through. And a nice gain on first down.
Not gonna lie, they had me confused on who had the ball.
Second down and 6. Triton's gonna have to get going here. You're down 2 scores, and Bremen's on a team that gives the ball back very frequently.
Especially the way Bremen's been running the ball.
I don't know if the arm that Gage Riffle's shown, if the offensive line can give him time. He steps back in, but here comes the defense. They blow the play dead.
Did he slip and his knee hit the ground?
Yeah, it seemed like just about time he got the ball. Let's see if we can.
Graham Waddle in on the sack.
Couldn't really tell from our angle.
About right there, he kind of half slipped. Yep. I think he was down maybe before they even got to him.
Yeah, it's like when he's rotating, he like slipped and that knee just hit the ground. But he's about to get hit anyway.
3rd and 12 now. Oh. Riffle now throws it across. Had Whit Hoyle cutting up the field. Incomplete. And 4th down coming up.
4th and 12.
Looks like Triton's going to continue to go for it.
Down 2 possessions under 4 minutes.
I know a guy that did that last night. It worked just fine.
Dan Campbell.
Motor City Dan did.
4th and 2, first quarter. Trust me, I was sweating it.
Deep in his own territory. On his own 18. So maybe Coach Whitaker was watching things last night and said, hey, why not? Hey, you know what? You're down 2 scores. Got to go for it here because Bremen won't give you that ball back. They don't want to just hand it back to you.
And they're going to send everyone.
Riffle going to throw it. Workman's got a play. Dante Workman's got it. Dante Workman, first down.
And we've got a flag back there, too.
Dante Workman caught the Riffle
flag.
Flag was clear back in the back.
Did they pick it up?
Yep.
Huh.
Penalty on the play.
Yep.
They're roughing the passer on the Lions. I don't know. Zach Whitaker looking like Motor City Dan Campbell now. A big gamble on 4th down.
Just had nowhere in the background or the backfield. Just saw Workman, said, let me throw this, and gets it.
I'll tell you what, Gage Riffle has impressed me all night. As a sophomore, your first varsity start at quarterback, standing in there, calm, cool, and collected, and is delivering nice balls all night long.
Yeah, you can tell he's not scared to get hit.
I think there was some lightning.
Riffle swings it across to Dante Workman in the flat. Workman trying to cut up field. He has it in more. Dante Workman on his feet.
One man
shot engage, and he just comes up short.
Man.
I'm probably not going to have time for replay because they are hustling.
Yeah, Tyers Graverson with
slingshot engage again.
Man, what a play by Workman right there.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll try it.
Gets it on the slant or the bubble screen right there and just comes up the middle, breaks the tackles, and he almost
just
found
looking break free.
But look at that pursuit right there. At the 20, you just still don't give up and tries to knock that ball out right there. Gets down to the 2-yard line.
So here we go, Triton knocking on the door.
You got to hurry still if you're trying. You still can't take your time right here.
Riffle again.
Overmeyer.
Goes to Overmeyer. He gets about a yard on the play.
You got to hurry if you're trying. There ain't no time to start walking around and huddling.
Dante Workman, 4 catches for 116 yards.
Whitaker's getting on him right now. Tell him to hurry up.
At least that's what the stats say.
You know they're trying to hurry when the coach is yelling the play halfway across the field.
2:53 and counting.
They got to hurry.
16 seconds on the play clock. Riffle under center. Those back to, let's see who got it. It might have been Overmeyer. Was that McFarland?
So, either way, he's short.
Yep, going to be a
timeout. There's Overmeyer on the carry. A timeout for Triton. They'll have 1 remaining.
You got to hustle if you're Triton. You can't be taking your time. You're down 2 possessions. 2:30 left. It's not time to take your time.
But go back to this group here. I mean, they've just done an outstanding job. Not sure, we might have a mix-up on some stats here because Riffle, according to the stats, is 7 for 40. Hey, he's got a lot more yards than that. So we'll have to check that one with Coach Haynes.
Well, it did say earlier that
pass
he
at
had
40.
negative 13. I think he's accidentally putting
a
sacks
loss.
as rush, sacks as passing yards.
But Riffle has done a great job at quarterback here tonight. It's Triton trying to punch it in. There we go, 3rd down and goal.
I like to call this the Culver special. It's the offense Culver ran when I was in school.
3rd down, Riffle, quarterback keeper. And Gage Riffle punches it in.
Good play.
From 2 yards away.
I think we might see it on, watch for the flash. I think we might well see it from this view here.
Oh, the field goal post.
Well, he's down and he's across.
Good play call.
Workman to kick, Riffle to hold. Workman splits it again. Dante Workman showing off. He's kicking. He's doing it all.
What, 3 for 3?
Yeah.
And a touchback in the first half as well on a kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Madden ratings might have to bump up his kicking power.
I'll tell you right now, this group here, how you handle yourselves this week, it's tough. You're missing, with Snyder being hurt. He got hurt during practice and earlier in the year. Then Wayne Reichert last week getting hurt, and Cole Shively getting hurt, and then the Renforce unfortunately being out. You've seen injuries back and forth, but yet these underclassmen getting this valuable time, playing against a very tough Bremen team. Triton has done an outstanding job here tonight.
Yeah.
Those guys, like I say, have always been, there at practice, want to have that time to step up. And so sometimes you do get that opportunity. Sometimes it just doesn't click. But for the Triton stepping up, having to cover those positions, working really good.
I mean, that's how you know you're a good team, when you can take someone out, sub one in, and you can't even really tell the difference. And I'm very impressed with the way Riffle has played this game under center.
But I do like seeing is Evan Renforth and Cole Shively and company walking through, talking to players while they're on the sideline, coaching them up. And Dante Workman going to kick here. The Bremen front line got the hands team up on the front. 2 lines. Let's see what they draw up here.
Got the hands team out.
Workman to kick. Onside a kick attempt. And Triton's got it! Javen May! Who came in with that? Javen May!
He touched that right at 10 yards. Oh, man. I thought that ref was about to throw that flag.
Oh, I got the other side. I got to get the other. We'll watch this one. We'll get the other one.
Man, way to make up for missing that one play earlier in the end zone.
There we go. This is the better shot.
It was close. You were splitting hairs there.
Man. Now you can take your time right now because 2.5 minutes left.
Prater up the middle.
First down.
Lions stop him. Triton with 1 timeout remaining.
But you still got to go. You can take your time, but you got to go.
It's getting stretched out. Reynolds might be cramping.
If you got an injury, you got to fight for it. You got to fight through it. 2 minutes left in the game.
Colt Reynolds, the torpedo, he is not coming out of this game. He is getting stretched out. He's ready to go.
Looks like there's some confusion. Workman doesn't know what he's doing. Never mind.
17 seconds. Overmeyer gets set. Riffle goes out to Prater. Prater gets met in a hurry. What a good tackle there by Anakin Kaufman.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to call timeout right now if you're Whitaker. It's about to be 3rd and 13. Yep.
Yep, just ready for it.
Bremen was not fooled right there.
And this Bremen defense, give them props. Try and get that off they get that last touchdown. But at the same time, you look, they get the onside kick. How do you react? And Bremen answered the call in those last two plays. That was a great job by the Lions here in these last couple plays.
Bremen didn't sit down and be like, oh, well, now we got to go play defense again. They're like, oh, no, we're about to get this ball. We're done. That's exactly how Bremen's playing right now, that killer mentality.
So Coach Whitaker, no timeouts remaining.
195 watching. So they're watching a good game.
It's been a fun one.
Whitaker right now has also got to tell him, if you're close to the sideline, get out of bounds and stop that clock.
And if you're inbounds, get the ball, hand it to the official, get set.
Oh, yeah.
Don't waste any time.
You don't want a 49ers-Cowboys divisional playoff part 2.
3rd down and 12 from the Bremen 49. Riffle out of the shotgun.
O-line's got to step up.
Here comes the blitz. Riffle dumps it over to Overmeyer. Overmeyer's got a way to go. Overmeyer cuts back in, still on his feet. Overmeyer close to a first down, be 4th down and go. Yeah. Triton's got to get going here.
You got to get going, 4th down. Should have already had this play. I'm sure you already have this play written up in case this happened.
And I think that's what Whitaker was telling him. Getting the play relayed in. Riffle now. Get set.
You know the play. Get it.
Minute and a half to go.
Ball game.
Riffle throws it across and throws it down, and the Lions get the ball back. The pass too low, bounces off the grass. Man, rush the pass just enough.
4th down.
Minute 24 left. No timeouts left. Yeah, Bremen's just got to go into victory formation. You got to hold your head up high if you're Gage Riffle, though.
I'll tell you what, I don't care if you're in blue here tonight. These boys better hold their heads up. They battled hard tonight.
They sure did. After the team we saw last week, I am very impressed with the team we saw this week.
Against a very tough opponent in Bremen. You know, Triton showing off the depth. You see players that are really getting some time playing that are just been impressive with their time playing.
Yeah, Bremen looks like they're going to go into victory formation.
And Bremen takes a knee.
I mean, the way Triton played today or tonight after, like you said, all the injuries that has came on to Triton this season is just the way that they're still battling and fighting is just – I'm impressed with Triton tonight.
They've done a great job. I mean, the blocking up front, but Riffle throwing in right now. You see Dante Workman talking to his quarterback.
That's good leadership.
Tell him what he did. He did a great job. Gage Riffle was, hey, you know what? That pass play didn't end, we said didn't quite get to where he intended, where he needed it to go, but he did a great job filling in short notice this week. As Triton's going to fall to 2-2 as they will travel to Culver next week. Bremen improves it to 3-1.
Like, you got to look at your 2 losses and think it's one possession.
And we
were right there.
And then they battled here tonight. Maybe clean up a few different things, like some penalties here and there, and clean up a few other things. But yet tonight, Coach Whitaker's group battled hard. They didn't quit. And they made plays, and they did things, and they did an outstanding job as Bremen will win here tonight, 28-21. 21.
Your Triton Trojans 21.
I'm not doing an interview tonight. And going back to the scoring tonight, Bremen struck first on a 2-yard pass from Leidig to Zarnecki in the first quarter. And they struck again from 78 yards away as Graverson took that one all the way down. They took a 14-0 lead, and Triton got things going as Prater punched in from 2 yards away. But Triton moved the ball through the air. They moved the ball extremely well here tonight.
Second half, they really came out the gate swinging.
And Dante Workman, we'll have to verify if that's right. I think it is.
Shoot, he had like 3 20-yard plus catches.
Well, and Dante Workman, 9 tackles on the night. He did a good job in the receiving department. He played hard, did a great job. And then also after that, you saw Leidig connect with Graverson for 15 yards to put the lead to 21-7 coming out of the halftime break. And Overmeyer punched it in to make it 21-14. And Bremen put up to 28-14 on a run from Young from 8 yards away. And then you saw Riffle punch in from 2 yards away, but Dante Workman on that big catch and run setting up that touchdown play. But Triton tonight found a way to move the ball on the ground and in the air. They was very balanced here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I think. A lot seems like earlier in the season didn't see that the passing game much. But yeah, tonight did utilize a little bit more than the previous and got that ball moving.
You just got to right now it's time for Triton to play a complete game. They've played one quarter, they've played a first half, and now they've played a whole second half. They need to get it together and play a full game. We can really see how this Triton team, what their true potential is.
So we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Tundra, and we'll be back next time. Of course, tomorrow we'll have the Triton Volleyball Tournament. So with that being said, I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight was Jeremiah Farrell, Kenny Barnhart, Kate Hummich, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.